Okay, so hello everyone. I am Rahul Joshi. So today we are here for an exciting game today. I have with me Mr. Abhijit Joshi. So hello Abhijit sir, how are you? Yes, hello sir. I, yeah, so today we are here for a very exciting game. The first world champion, we'll be seeing the game of world champion, that is Wilhelm Steinitz, but not the full game. We will be seeing the position, or we'll bring the game to a certain position and we'll continue the game. So that will be very interesting. Abhijit sir, if you can just check, we are live. I think we are live. I cannot see this here. Yes, we are live. We are live, sir. Okay, so like I told guys, we if everything is fine, me and Abhijit sir both are audible. Just let us know let us know, guys. If everything is right, everything is correct. We'll start directly with the game. So, like I told you, William Steinitz, the first official world champion, he was born in May 14, 1836. He was 18th. He was born in the 18th century, and he was an Australian and later an American chess master. And he was the first official world chess champion from the year 1886 to 1894. He was also highly influential writer and a chess theoretician. So he was a great player, no doubt. He was the first world champion. Also, Steinitz was a prolific writer on chess. He have written many books on chess, and also he has given many theories in chess as well. And for your information, the epic game, that is the first official world championship game, was between William Steinitz and Zukertort. So where William Steinitz won that game and he became the first official champion. So we will be seeing the game of William Steinitz. So now I will ask Abhijit sir to take the charge, sir. Sir, what was the last move played by Black, sir? Okay. Uh, I think people are saying we cannot hear you. I think Abhijit sir is not audible. Just check if just check the settings, sir. Uh, Guys, just check if Abhijit sir is audible now. From the start, it was not audible, or now suddenly what happened?
Hello, hello. Let me check out. Just a moment.
Just check, sir, because I think the chat is saying you're not audible. Can you guys hear me? Okay, from the start, Vijit sir is not audible. Sir is audible now. Sir, can you speak, sir? You're audible now, I think.
Yes, yes, I am audible now.
Yes, I think chat is saying you're audible.
Yeah,
Yes,
everyone
yes,
can
yes.
hear. Yeah,
Yes, yes, you're audible, sir.
thank you, Rahul. Yeah. So, as Rahul mentioned, William Steinitz became world champion in 1886, and this game was played between white William Steinitz versus black Alexander Selman. This game was played in 1885. So at that time, William Steinitz was not uh, world champion. Was not world champion. He became world champion. He was declared the first official world champion in '86, and he remained world champion till 1894. And now, without wasting a time, we will directly discuss the position here. And in this position, uh, white is uh, black is white is controlling c file, but black is sharing this c file with his rook. Black has a double bishop pair. Black is having a double bishop pair here, but the position is closed, and there are 14 pawns on the board in all. So such positions are known as closed positions in chess. So in such positions, knights are better than bishops, definitely. And a5 knight and a5 knight and d4 knight are strongly placed. A5 knight is at the edge or side of the board, but still it is controlling very important b7 and c6 squares. And d4 knight is attacking on e6, as well as it is controlling c6 square. So both knights are powerfully placed, well placed, and there is only one open file, that is c file. as I discussed, as I told you right now. That is the only open file on the board, and that is shared by black. So here, Wilhelm Steinitz decides to take the control of C file, and he exchanges a pair of rook here, rook into C8. By exchanging rook, forcing him to go queen into C8, and now taking the control of a fully open file, that is C file, that is the only open file on the board, rook C1. Yeah. Here, Selman played queen B8. Since his queen is under attack, he played queen B8 in order to bring this H8 rook to C8 and exchange another pair of rook. That is his plan. He wants to bring it to C8 and exchange other pair of rooks. So that, as I discussed, as I told you earlier, that white is having strong knights and he is having space advantage. Space advantage is an advantage where your pieces are more flexible than your opponent's pieces. You are controlling more number of squares, then it is called as space advantage. Here, in this position, black wants to exchange second pair of rooks by playing rook c8, and white completely crushes the plan and takes undisputed control of the c file by playing queen c2. Now he is taking the full control of c file as well as threatening queen c7, getting the control of 7th horizontal. As we all know the importance of the 7th rank, to get the control of 7th rank is very, very important in chess. So queen is now entering on c7. Here, black Selman saw this and immediately he played bishop d8 in order to stop queen c7, control the c7 square, as well as he is trying to attack the a5 knight, which is coming to c6. So bishop d8 was played, and here viewers can clearly see that black is having a pair, but the a8 bishop is a bad piece. It cannot come out of its own pawns. It is hemmed in its own pawns. It's surrounded by its own pawns. So it's a bad bishop. And d8 bishop is a good piece, good bishop. So here, immediately, Wilhelm Steinitz shows his positional understanding and plays knight ac6 in order to take the d8 bishop. So if black tries here to get rid of his bad bishop by putting bishop into c6, then he will be losing very quickly. Rahul sir, bishop into c6, queen into c6, attacking the d7 knight immediately, and also threatening to go queen into e6 check. So the forced move here is knight f8, saving the knight as well as guarding e6 square, but this is of no use. The knight is overloaded. It is controlling e6 as well as d7 square. So knight into e6, a sacrifice that will come here, and here black is forced to take the knight, otherwise yes, he's losing itself. And queen d7 check, and here after queen d7 check, king must if king leaves the knight, then white will immediately take off the knight, quickly takes the knight. But bishop e7 can be played here, and now rook c6. So heavy pieces entered in black's position, and here queen into e6 check is upcoming move. So after this after this move, knight f8 is forced, and on knight f8 white uses pin. The e7 bishop is pinned, so he plays rook f6 check. He can play rook f6 check. It has not happened in the game, obviously, and now the king must go to g7 or g8. He must go to g7 or g8. If the king goes to g8, then queen into d5 check. King g7 or h7, wherever he goes, queen f7 check, loses the game instantly. After king h6, probably king h6. Now queen into e7, getting back the piece. Two extra pawns are already there. Now rook f7 is coming up, followed by queen g5 mate. Yeah, and that is very dangerous. Okay, so g8 was a bad way to play, and king g7 even is here bad. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Back. I think Rahul. Yeah.
Yes, so king g7 is also bad. So let us go back.
Actually, you have to go back, Rahul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rook f6 check, and here king g7. Yeah. This also loses after queen into e7 check. Similar fashion. King h6, and now rook f7. As I mentioned earlier, queen g5 is a mating attack, and if he protects that g5 square with his knight h7, no, queen d8 is not possible.
No. Wrong. Mouse slip.
Knight h7, and here also knight h7 cannot stop the mate. Queen g5 check. Knight into g5, f into g5 mate. A beautiful mate, pawn mate. So
let us go back to the position.
Yes, definitely. Knight ac6. 27 move, Rahul.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So knight ac6, and here obviously capturing the knight is can be very bad for black. So queen b7 was played. Queen b7 was played here. Right, and as I mentioned earlier, white wants to go queen c7 and take the control of the 7th rank, and the d8 bishop is stopping it, and the bishop on d8 is a good bishop amongst both of black's bishop. So knight into d8 check, rook into d8. Finally, Steinitz took the control of the 7th rank by queen c7, offering an exchange of queens here. And if queens are exchanged, then obviously white will be better in this position. Exchange of queens will favor white, obviously, because the rook will enter on the 7th rank and it will dominate the 7th rank. And we can see after rook enters the 7th rank, black's 8 bishop is a dead piece. Okay. So queen c7, and black tries to avoid the exchange. by playing queen b8. Yeah. So here viewers can see that d7 knight is guarded by d8 rook. So d8 rook is a defender for this knight on d7. And black can attack that rook with his bishop, with his dark square bishop. Okay. And bishop on e3 is right now doing no activity, so it needs to improve its position by bishop going back to f2. That's what Steinitz played. And he draws back the bishop immediately in order to attack the d8 rook from h4. To stop bishop h4, Selman played queen b6. Selman played queen b6, and he is trying to stop bishop h4. Viewers can clearly see that bishop h4 is stopped now, but now a discovered attack can come on the queen by moving the knight, and Steinitz here played knight to f3, just taking back the knight, and it's a discovered attack, and he renews the threat of bishop h4. At the same time, the f3 knight can move on to g5, checking the king, attacking the e6 pawn eventually, and that's not a good situation for black, good position for black. Here, black is forced to exchange of queens. Any other move will not save him. So queen into c7, rook into c7, and mission accomplished. Rook entered the 7th rank. And as discussed, it will control the 7th rank, and his knight will come to g4, g5 to check the king, attack the e6 pawn, and right now the threat is bishop h4 again. The direct threat here is bishop h4 right now to attack the defender, removing the guard, destroying the defender, or attacking the defender. So here black must protect the knight. The knight is also pinned also, so he cannot move the knight, he cannot move the bishop, and the rook. Finally, the piece that will protect the knight is king. So king goes to e8, protecting the knight. The only possible move here. And now, immediately improving his knight. Knight to g5, played by Steinitz, attacking e6 and forcing the knight to go to f8. There is no other good move here because king e7 will not be a good move because of bishop c5 check. So king e7 will lose, after bishop c5 check. Yeah, that's not a good move, and that's why he must play knight f8. And now, after knight f8, viewers can clearly see that all black pieces, they are on the 8th rank, last rank of the board. So here, I can checkmate white king on e7. Rook e7 can be a checkmate. So for that purpose, Steinitz played bishop to c5, another good move, bishop c5, threatening a mate in one move. Obviously, here knight d6 is a forced move, all other moves will fail. For example, bishop on a8 cannot move, obviously. Rook on d7. Rook can go to d7 to stop the mate, but rook d7 will not be a good move since rook c8 check. Rook c8 check, and rook d8 is forced. Rook into d8 check, king into d8, winning a piece right away. Bishop into f8. So rook b8 will also be a problem here. Rook b8. If rook moves to b8, then also it will be a problem here. Rook e7 check, king d8. Now knight f7 check, f7 check. King must go to c8, and now rook e8 check, king b7. Again, exchanging the rooks and getting the f8 knight. Winning a piece right away. That's winning for black, winning for white again. I'm sorry. Yeah. After bishop c5, after bishop c5, knight d7 was played. That was the only possible move for black. Knight d7. Yeah. And here, Steinitz played such a move. After that, Selman simply resigned here to this move. Okay, so viewers can see that Selman cannot move his bishop anywhere. As from long back, he cannot move that bishop on a8, and he can move two pieces. That is, one is rook on d8 and knight on d7. Other pieces he can move. He cannot move even his king. So in this position, Steinitz played an exclamation mark move, bishop to d6. And after this move, black is in Zugzwang. Zugzwang, situation in a chess game. I'm telling you the definition. Zugzwang is a situation in a chess game in which a player is forced to make an undesirable or disadvantageous move, or we can say he has any move he play, he will lose. Any move he plays, he will lose. For example, he can only move two pieces, and that is rook or knight. So if rook moves, for example, rook to b8, rook to b8 loses after rook into d7, a discovered attack, king into d7 and bishop into b8. So loses a piece directly here. And knight movement, any knight move, for example, knight to b6 or knight to b8, any move he plays, knight b6, yeah, any move he plays. Then rook e7 check, king f8, knight, just a moment. King f8, knight h7 check is there. Knight h7 check. No, knight h7 check is there. Knight h7 check. King g8 forced. Knight f6 check. And king f8. If king goes to h8, then rook h7 is a checkmate. rook h7 is a checkmate. And on knight f6 check, king f8. Then discovered check and mate. King cannot move to e8 and g8. So rook d7 check and mate. So after bishop to d6, black simply resigned here. So a fantastic game showing positional as well as combinative skills of the first official world champion. Thank you all.
So I think a great game where Wilhelm Steinitz showed his positional skills as well as he used tactics and combination. So this was a very good game and well explained by Abhijit sir. So hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed the game, please like the stream and we will be doing it this kind of things again. So thank you everyone and stay safe and we will be live tomorrow as well. So stay tuned for the tournament. Tomorrow we are going to conduct the tournament.
Yes, we have a tournament tomorrow, and it is for we are taking a tournament for Mr. Anil Lalaude. He was there with me from very beginning stage of this academy, from very starting stage. So definitely tomorrow is his birthday. So I request everyone to participate, and tomorrow also everyone please go through our stream. And thank you
So
all.
stay tuned guys. Till then, bye bye. Signing off from our side. So good night and stay safe.
Thank you.